Sometimes the best adventures are the ones closest to home, and with the free weekend ahead, we're escaping to a peaceful piece of farmland, ready to explore, relax, and enjoy each other's company. The road ahead promises tranquility and the thrill of the unknown. Despite being a farm that I've frequented throughout my life, trips like these offer a unique blend of excitement and serenity, which is a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of daily life. There's always a wonderful feeling when you're driving through open spaces, and this is why green lanes are so important for us to keep open. Although this isn't an off-road track, you really get the feeling of exploration when you're going down the unbeaten path. And this is why my vehicle has become such a great asset for the channel, and despite its ups and downs, it's something that I'm truly thankful for and really do love working on. Reaching our destination, it was a secluded spot on the edge of a fallow field where we can reconnect with nature, and setting up camp would be the first task, but luckily we've got the rooftop tent so we can pick our home for the night amidst the trees and under the stars. Home for the night on the edge of this field, and this lovely woodland surrounding it. It's so peaceful. It's only us here. We're not too far from home. This is quite local, and this is a farmer that I have known for all of my life, since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. In fact, my mum used to keep horses here, so big thanks to him for allowing me to use this bit of land to come and camp. And yeah, really looking forward to just using the rig and having a relaxing evening. We're going to have a fire pit just raised off the ground, obviously to not cause any burn marks. We forgot our timber actually, so we're going to have to wild forage some of that wood before it gets dark. So yeah, that's a bit of a nuisance. But nevertheless, we're going to get the rooftop tent up now so it's all prepared, and then cook some burgers. The home all set up, Ellie? Yeah, buddy. Rooftop tents seem to get a bit of stick in the community, but I think they're fantastic. Probably a bit dark in here to show you guys, but it's just like, honestly, the mattress is so thick, and it's obviously already in here ready to go. They keep you nice and dry up off the ground, and they're just so quick to set up. That's only taken us 5 minutes and we're already ready and set to go here now, so we can be awning out for the other side and start collecting firewood. We'll probably have a little fire pit somewhere here. I've got one raised off the ground, and it's going to be a lovely, lovely evening. My truck had recently had a small fire in the back, and unfortunately it had ruined the whole setup and the 12-volt system, but thankfully the drawers were all safe, which meant that we could still use the truck in the overland kind of fashion. We have to be thankful for things like this and realise that it could have been a lot worse. So this is why I wanted to get out and use the truck and get back to the basics and just enjoy the simple things. A small campfire, some equipment, and each other's company. And that's really what it's all about. And before we could settle in, we needed to gather firewood. And using our bushcraft skills, we were reminded of the joy of working together and the satisfaction of being self-sufficient. I was using some flameless fire lighters here, and they're a fantastic, ecological way of getting a fire going when you don't have much tinder resources around. With all of the oaks and ashes surrounding the field, there was plenty of firewood to forage, and with the fire built, it was time to prepare for dinner. We all know there's something special about cooking over an open flame, and tonight it's going to be juicy burgers, a simple yet delicious treat. So I've been using the Project 8020 backpack from Expedition Units. Fantastic, look at the colour as well, really well made. And I've been using these backpacks for years. They started with like a kind of tan coloured one, then a black one, and now this green one. And I've used them on all my canoe trips since having them, and they've never let me down. They're really fantastic and waterproof and just keep everything good and secure. So I'll be doing a proper put through the test with this one when I go on my next trip, but definitely go check them out. Expedition Units, they are a fantastic make. Very good, very comfortable backpack and fully waterproof. So nice to be away from the busy town. You can still hear a little drone of the road in the distance, but that's most places now in the UK. Unfortunately, we're getting so developed. And this is a farm that I have visited for, like I said, many, many years. There's a cockchafer flying around here. I'll try and catch it. You see that, guys? That is a cockchafer. Common around this time of year. They're very loud, hence their name. Yeah, I've been visiting this farm, like I said, for years and years and years. It's probably one of the most fondest memories I have of being a young kid, coming around and running around wild here while Mum sorted the horse. And yeah, I just have a feeling that one day it's probably going to turn into housing development, unfortunately. I mean, these guys still farm it. This field is fallow, hence why we're using it at the moment. But normally this has loads of crops, and every other field has loads of crops on, but the tenancy agreement for the farm, the tenant farmers, is running out soon, and I have a strange feeling they're probably going to apply for a development plan. So yeah, I'm really against that, and you guys as well in your local area need to protect what is green, protect that valuable farm space. Obviously we've had Clarkson's farm do a lot of wonders for the outdoor community, but we really need to put our foot down and not lose places like this, because it is glorious. And what a way to come and spend a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. It's going to be really nice and relaxing. So yeah, hope you enjoy the trip. We're going to cook up some food in a short while, and we'll just take you on a nice little scenic journey through the night. It would be a bit rude not to crack into a hazy. Cheers, guys. This seems like a good way to spend a Saturday. For quite a while now, myself and Ellie have been using lard for oil, or beef dripping when we're cooking, or olive oil. We're trying to stay away from processed seed oils, and obviously that's the same material that I use to make my soap, lard. Really good product, and it is wonderful for cast iron seasoning. Honestly, this Petromax that I picked up at the Bushcraft show, I've used it a few times. You can see it's being used quite well. Still sticking in a few places, but we'll get it there. It'll just get better with use. We're going to be cooking up some beef burgers today. Nice and simple. Ellie always laughs because we always have burgers when we're camping. They're just so tasty. But we've got three burgers in there. Ellie only wanted one, and I'm going to have a double patty. We've got some chili cheese, as always, and yeah, Tommy's terrific ketchup. So going to get these just slightly warming now, so they don't shock in the pan, and then we'll get them on. Heroes of Olympus, blood of Olympus. Yeah, you enjoying it? Your face says it all. The crackling fire is always the heart of our camp, providing warmth and a place to cook. And preparing all of the firewood is another way to get warm. While we share some nice simple time listening to a bit of music, it's just a reminder of how relaxing trips like this really are. So I'm just greasing up the pan now, got some lard, wiping it all around there just to give it a nice coating and help it not stick. This butter is amazing. It's Ivy's Reserve salted butter, really good. Normally you'd use unsalted butter for cooking, but we've put a bit of lard in there, so that should help it not burn. Got these burgers, we'll whack them straight in. Oh, that sizzle. Sizzle and squeal. Give them a little smash down. Definitely in the middle just to stop them bulging. This is going to be fantastic. I have a huge spatula here, ready to go in case they do stick. That's going to be perfect. That's just a quick pickup from IKEA. They do some really good stuff that you can just chuck in these handy tubs and put them in the drawer. That's the kind of spatula you need for one of these bad boys. You can indeed. Tommy's terrific tomato ketchup, steaky D. We are getting near the end. Need to stock up, old chap. The rations are running dry. Thank you, my lady. I'll go with the greedy double stacker. They look fantastic. Go on, I'll open mine up, guys. Got some lettuce, chili cheese, Tommy's terrific tomato ketchup, and 2 patties.
Do you know the only thing we didn't do?
What?
The onion.
Oh yeah, no, I did put the IKEA fried onions,
okay.
the crispy fried onions in there. That is a camp hack, guys. Crispy fried onions from IKEA.
So you never forget.
So you never
the
forget.
real thing.
While the pan's hot, get my glove on, give it a tiny little scrape to get any of those bits of burger that are left on there just off. Put that into the fire, then get some wood on there, get it ramping back up. Enjoy. Cheers. Woo. That's fantastic. Right guys, we're going to dig into this. It's been a fantastic evening so far. The lights just come in real quick while we were cooking there. And yeah, I can't wait. It's been a lovely evening. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Thank you. Something
I've wanted to show you guys for a little while, but it's actually been so wet and on and off busy that I haven't had a chance to get out in the evening to show you this. So this is from Millisy. It's the new thermal scope. It's absolutely amazing, the TNV10 I believe, and yeah, just a fantastic bit of kit. I've really been excited to get this out. I've tested it a few times in the garden and it's fantastic. It's like your dream bit of thermal kit. I've always wanted a thermal scope, so it's very kind of them to ask me to show you this and test it out. I've put on a Picatinny rail there at the bottom, so a post and bar kind of rail system, so that will go straight onto my rifle and I could use it as a scope if I did want to. It has an SD card inside, and I'm going to do a full video and breakdown of this, but I thought I'd just show you guys and hopefully get a few little shots of it in action. So I will get it working now, try and get you guys through the lens, and I'll also put on some of the video that I capture with this device, but we'll see if we can see anything in the fields. It's nice and dark now, and yeah, I've always wanted to see what I can go out and find with some thermal optics. It has loads of different colour options as well, so yeah, let's see what we can get up to. There might be some rabbits or deer around. We saw a few coming in, and yeah, I've done a bit of lamping on this farm in my time, so let's see what we can find. So this doesn't actually have a video camera on it, it just has a normal camera, so I apologise for the screen flashing. But you can see there's a rabbit or deer in the distance. It's tracking the heat signature. It's a really awesome bit of kit, and I'll put some of the actual pictures on shortly after this to show you guys. So definitely an awesome bit of kit. Really lovely lens on it, and very, very, very capable of picking up heat signatures. I mean, those rabbits have got to be a good few 100 yards away, and it's really picking them up well, so very impressed. I might have a little tiny walk over there and see if I can get some clearer pictures of the actual kind of frame of the animal. So let's see what I can do, but if not, definitely keep your eyes peeled. I'll do a video soon going through a local deer park and get some really good shots of what this guy can put out. As dawn breaks and the first light of day filters through the trees, the peaceful stillness in the morning air brings a perfect start to the day. I start to boil a kettle and make a coffee for Ellie. Although I don't drink it, I really do understand the morning ritual and things that are associated. It's a shame knowing that we have to pack up and leave today, but even last night, as the darkness fell, the sky revealed a tapestry of stars that made the universe feel vast again. So I just bumped into a really old friend there, Chris, and he's a landowner just down the road from here, the next farm, and he's actually given me a really nice offer of using some of his land, so hopefully in the future I'll bring you there, we'll have a little explore. So yeah, really exciting stuff. I'm just re-seasoning up the Petromax pan there with a little bit of lard, because it still sticks a tiny little bit, but not much. So I gave it a good clean, and we're giving it another apply, and we'll get some bacon and sausages on. That's had a good season now. You can probably hear the fridge running in the background, so apologies about that. But you can see the lovely shine I've got. That's from some lard, and it's just been sat on this fire, and I've been kind of moving it backwards and forwards, so it's really given it a really fantastic non-stick coating. You can see up in that top edge, it's basically there. I've just got to work on this bottom section now, so I'll put that over the heat and get that to raise temperature. You can see that smoking now, so that is getting a really good season on that pan. And we're basically ready to chuck the bacon in. Well, the snag's fully burst, but oh well. They still taste really well. Got a few tortillas just folded here to make little breakfast wraps. Tommy's terrific tomato ketchup from the Steak Detective. Let me just... Is that enough? Breakfast wrap. And now it's time for mine. So like I said, the sausages did explode a tiny bit, but they didn't stick, which is fantastic. Look at that. Everything falling nicely off that pan. So I can highly recommend lard as your medium for seasoning. You got a little bouquet. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Little mini crocus things.
Nice.
Lots of forget-me-nots.
Yeah, it's a really abundant field when it goes fallow. Loads of beetles last night as well.
The sun died around, they haven't really opened yet, I don't think.
That's so pretty.
I have no idea what half of them are.
That's gorgeous. All from this one fallow field. Shows what kind of stuff pops up when you let it. In fact, the whole field is literally saplings of sycamore, isn't it?
Yeah, it's filled.
It's just, as you walk, every other plant is a sycamore, which is great to see. But that's gorgeous. Just another little thing you can do when you're out. Tied with a hairband.
Yep, a little scrunchy.
Love it. Gonna have a cup of tea now. She's got mango and bergamot, green tea with flavourings, and she is gonna use this. So this was gifted to Ellie by Danny Gawley, a really loyal subscriber and great friend from Ireland, and in fact he was brought up around the same area as myself and Ellie all those years back. So this just opens up and allows you to put the loose leaf in. So that's how Ellie's gonna make her tea. Yeah, really awesome, impressive gadget. And the crystal definitely has some energy to it. Found some new red ones.
I spotted them when I was getting changed in the tent.
With our short but sweet adventure coming to an end, it's time to pack up, use the remaining bits of firewood, enjoy the last hour or so of peace and quiet, and each other's company. We're surrounded by nature, with a great display from the birds of prey surrounding, and it just makes you think what a time to be alive. Despite all of the nonsense going on in the world, there's still the beauty of the natural world. Ellie's utilising the last few embers to do one of her homemade croissants. Look at that, guys. The colour is just insane. Ellie made these a few days ago and they're still absolutely perfect. She's a great little baker.
Homegrown eggs.
The homegrown eggs.
Giving it that orange colour.
Pepper's a good chicken. So this is perfectly toasted now. Really good on those coals. And Ellie's got some jam and butter, so I'll bring that over to her now.
Thanks, Chef.
What have you got? Some butter and
Some strawberry
strawberry
corn
jam. Excellent. Using the Nacken by Feared Woods.
Cuts like butter.
It literally does. It's a razor.
On anything.
In fact, you carved a necklace from Giles Newman's little kits. And it is just there. Look at that, guys. Ellie hand carved that. Beautiful bit of work. As you can tell, a snake.
Still needs a few little touches.
You're very proud though, aren't you?
I'm very happy with that.
It's lovely. And that was all done basically
With this
with
bad
this,
boy.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I honestly couldn't have done it without it, to be honest.
Good day.
It's been amazing.
It's been really nice, hasn't it?
Really lovely.
Shows you what you can do with a simple little setup. Not much kit.
One night out.
Yeah, that's it. I know the rooftop tent's a bit kind of extreme on the kit front, but that could just be a tent down here. We'd actually be more than happy with that. So it's been an absolutely fantastic trip out here, and it just shows you what you can get up to in a short period of time. And thank you massively to the landowner who let me camp here. It's going to be a real game changer for future episodes, so really looking forward to exploring. And yeah, very, very happy to be out in the truck again. Although I lost the 12 volt system for the back, we've made do with the Bluetti, and to be honest, we're not on a long trip, so we don't really need it, and I've got loads of plans with that, so that will come in the future. But thank you so much for joining. I know Ellie's had a lovely time. She made a little flower bouquet, which was a lovely touch, and she's just about to eat that croissant, and then we're going to head off. So until next time, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. We've been using these toothpaste tablets. They're from Navara, which means no waste, and they come in a little tin. They've got no fluoride, but they've got hydroxyapatite, which is the natural version of fluoride. I'm not sponsored or endorsed or anything, I just like putting good things into my body. So yeah, definitely go check them out, really handy for travelling, and saves a tube bursting in your bag. Navara. So Ellie has got some of my calendula and pine soap. This is the homemade lard soaps that I sell on my website if any of you guys are interested. This one has got our homegrown calendula in it. So yeah, this is the calendula flower petal, and it really dyes the soap that lovely yellow colour that you can see at the moment. So this is going to saponify up beautifully, and we're going to wash our hands now before we head off. See, it's starting to bubble up there, guys. It doesn't take long, and it's a really nourishing moisturising bar. It really lathers up well. It's always good to keep yourself nice and clean when you're out on the trail, and of course you don't have to use my soaps. Any of you guys that have got them, really appreciate it, and any of you that want to get them, you know where to find them. But yeah, definitely keep a bar in a little tin. It really works out handy.